hey, what the hell are you doing? How can you sack the guy who got us to the World Cup? Was there an argument? Was he trying to rally the players, to get Muslim back? We don't know. I mean, if you know, please leave a comment or email me. I'll put my email address in the if you don't want to put a comment on. Leave email me and let me know what if you have any inside goss of why he was sacked as captain. So then you go to the 2018 World Cup. You've just now sacked your manager 8 months before the World Cup was meant to start. Then not long after that, you sack your captain, your leader, a legend, and you give the captain's armband to Kolarov, which is fine. I mean, if Ivanović has retired, you give it to Kolarov. No dramas. It's probably the next in line, is in seniority, and Kolarov was a gun left back. One of the free kicks he'd hit was Milinković, Then you go to the World Cup, and what do all the other players think? Now there's squad of maybe 23 players go to that World Cup. Majority of them, if not all of them, with the exception of SMS, help Serbia qualify for that World Cup. Now, what are the players thinking? Players are thinking that guy right there, SMS, is his inclusion in this team was worth more than anyone else. I mean, his inclusion in this team got our manager sacked, who got us to this World Cup, who backed us, and we put our faith in him. He put his faith in us. Played the same, pretty much the same squad every game, and very confident. And then you're sitting in the dressing room and you're looking at SMS and saying, wait, is he worth more than all these other players in this team? Is he worth more than, not the best badge in the world, but is he worth more than this badge? And this is the greatest badge we've ever had. Is this one player worth more than just this badge here? Because that's basically what happened. And then you sack Ivanović. It's a disaster going into that 2018 World Cup. And this brings me back to the title of this episode, hero or villain. You can point to this World Cup in 2022 and say, his performances were excellent. He got us to the World Cup. No dramas. That's where the hero come in. But do you sort of ignore that and just focus on the 22 World Cup, or do you look back and say, we had a good shot at that 2018 World Cup. We had a really good team, balanced across the park. We had Mitro, one of the best strikers back then. God, hopefully he turns it on at this World Cup. But then you look at it and did this man derail our campaign? We all know that after Muslim got sacked, Milinković-Savić takes the realm. A man that's never coached before, never managed. He was an assistant coach for Muslim. Muslim brought him in and stabbed him in the back, and he takes over. And then he basically does exactly what the rumors were, what Muslim was saying that this man right here was saying to do, was to play his boy Milinković-Savić to get maybe a bit of profile on him, get a bit of a spotlight on him, and hopefully sell him from Lazio, make Kejman a lot of money, SMS a lot of money, and who knows down the line who's getting all that money. It's a murky world, Serb football. God, I don't want nothing to do with it. That's why I'm just focusing on the Serbian national team. And it really sort of makes you think, what happened? What was he worth this man's job? We went to that World Cup. Was he even that impressive? I don't remember any performances at all. The Costa Rica game, Kolarov scored the goal. We were pretty poor in that game. Played against Switzerland. Do you remember SMS doing anything? Do you remember any through balls? Do you remember any free kicks? Did he work the keeper? And Brazil, forget about Brazil. Was nothing against Brazil. So it's a real shame that, if the rumors are true and Muslim deserved his chance at this World Cup. And I really believe that it was a missed opportunity. Okay, maybe our performances weren't that great, but he was getting the wins. And he deserved, this is his project. He deserves to take him to the World Cup. And that's why Me personally, I don't like SMS for that 2018 World Cup. I believe that this team is above any player, any manager. One person should not ever dominate the team, which I think what happened in this case. I really do. Leave me a comment if you think I'm wrong, if you disagree, and no dramas. I'm happy to hear it. But then, so that's the World Cup angle. So, he's got a lot. To bring me back to SMS train, he needs to really perform at this World Cup and give us something to say this. SMS is a superstar, and he's someone that will go down as one of the best players to football. For me, he's nowhere near that. But then, I'll talk about just some of these other things here. And this was titled on the 13th of October. Man United transfer boost as SMS agent confirms crunch talks with Lazio runs out. Now, I've been hearing this since that World Cup 2018, that this guy was on the move to every big team. He was linked with everyone: Real Madrid, Man United, Man City, Liverpool. Everyone wanted him, and then in the end, no one wanted him. So, is there even really any truth to these rumors that some team want to sign him, or is it just once again his manager Kejman just pumping it up, releasing these sort of stories that here goes. Has just 18 months left on his contract. We will discuss about his situation with Lazio after the World Cup. Once again, that profile. This is what I talked about. This is why it was probably included 2018. It's all about profile. It's getting his name out there. Has a couple of good performances. Then maybe Man United comes in and goes, drops £80 million. We'll take SMS. Is that what's happening now? And it's incredible. It says in not less than 105. No one's paying £105 million for SMS. Not a 27-year-old at 100. No chance. And claim the price will go up. Mate, turn it up. I don't think so. And here you go. Liverpool and Juventus reported clean. And United. This is just his manager releasing this. I guarantee you there's no truth to these rumours. I guarantee there is no truth to these rumours. It is just me. Here's another one. And this one I found in July 2019. Struggling to match 90 million valuation as his agent arrives in London. See what I mean? Like there is no one that wants SMS. He's staying at Lazio. He will be a Lazio legend, but he's not going. So this is 2019, and you look at, this is 3 years later. Around the same month as well. No, it's not going to happen. Sorry, SMS, you're not going nowhere. And here's another story from July 19. He would struggle to keep the midfielder. A couple months later, they re-signed him to the deal he's on right now. Look, Ole Gunnar is in the market. So this is how far back. United have been changing their managers like that. You change underpants. They've been terrible lately, which is a great thing. I love seeing Man United struggle. So that's basically what I want to say about SMS, hero or villain. Let me know what you reckon. If you love him, no dramas. Hopefully I do love him in the end. He comes through and he just at this World Cup 2022 World Cup, the first game against Brazil, he turns it on and we smash Cameroon. Then we go into Switzerland, we knock them off. We go into round 16 quarters, and then fingers crossed we move onwards. Gee, wouldn't you love a run like that? So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think that I'm right or wrong, I'd love to hear it. I got no dramas. If you have any inside tips of what's happening over there in Sava's world in Serbia, and if you know why Muslim was sacked, maybe I'm wrong, or I'd love to hear it. Any sort of goss about the Serb football team. And sort of what happens behind the scenes, very intriguing to me. I'm one of those nerds. I really like hearing it. So post a comment, like the video, subscribe. I'm going to try and make these, once, 2 times a week. I believe Stojković, Dragan Pixi, Neo Stojković is going to release his squad. Hopefully as soon as that's released, I'll punch out a video as well and talk about the squad, who's in, who's out. Who should be there? Do you think Jovic should be there? But hopefully I'll drop that maybe later in the week if Pixie does release that. It was meant to release on the 21st, but I think that's wrong. I know he's meant to have his World Cup squad released on the 14th of November, which is just over 3 weeks away, and which I can't wait to see. But hopefully he releases maybe that that 55-man squad, 56-man squad, and we can have a chat about that. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully see you again.